Hello, my name's Mel. Welcome to Big Van Small World. Now, most of you know that I live full-time in this Mercedes Sprinter camper van. But why do I live full-time in my camper van? Simple answer is I enjoy the freedom. And that's the main reason most people own camper vans, because they do enjoy getting away at the weekends and having a little bit of freedom. But unlike me, most of those people like to stay at campsites. And when you get to your campsite, the first thing you want to do is show off to your neighbours. So when you get there, you open up your awning, you get out all your furniture, you get your tables out, get out your nice big barbecue because you want to impress your new neighbours, right? You get it all out, you get all set up, start cooking your burgers, only to realise you've got no burger sauce. And this leaves you with only two choices. One of those is to pack everything up so that you can move your van off site, go get your burger sauce, or simply do without. But there is another option, and that is simply jump on your bicycle, cycle into town, grab some of that precious sauce and cycle back to the campsite and enjoy your afternoon barbecue. And maybe you'll have a few beers and invite your new neighbours round for a social gathering. And that's why you see a lot of camper vans with bicycles strapped to the back. And another reason you see camper vans with bicycles on the back is because when you want to go into town or visit a seaside resort, somewhere that you're really restricted on where you're going to park, it's a lot simpler to park out of town and then ride your bicycle into town. And this brings us back to that longing of freedom. Having a bicycle with your camper van does give you that extra element of freedom when you go off exploring. But because I'm in my senior years and I've got a bit of a dodgy knee, I've absolutely fell in love with e-bikes. To be honest with you, I've developed a bit of an addiction to them. After all, they are incredibly good fun. So whenever a company offers me an e-bike to do a video review like this one, I find it incredibly difficult to say no. Now, my first ever e-bike was a folding fat tyre bike, and I still got that bike. It is my go-to the shops bike, but it's missing one vital thing, and that's a rear rack. And the company that manufacture that bike don't actually manufacture a rear rack for it. But the bike I'm going to show you today is pretty identical to my very first e-bike. It's a fat tyre folding e-bike, but this one has a rear rack. And it's also got hydraulic brakes. And that's why I'm really excited to show you the Engwe Engin Pro folding fat tyre e-bike. Let's jump outside and take a look. So here we have it. This is the Engwe Engin Pro. This is how it comes in the box like this. The easiest way to open these boxes is with a Stanley knife. Cut them up, cut the straps, and simply slice the top off. Believe me folks, this is the easiest way to get these bikes out of the box. Allow me to present you with the Engwe Engin Pro. So there we have it. It's extremely well packed. I do like these wheels. Look at that. Mag alloy wheels on a bicycle. Who'd have thought it? Right, let's put that to one side and we'll get the rest of this stuff off. Mud guards as well. Just noticed something I've never seen before on any e-bike that I've had, and I've had a few, I can tell you. And that is, look at this. So this is the front mud guard, and look. Not only is it made of metal, it's colour coded as well to match the bike. Usually these are just cheap plastic mud guards. That's quality, that is. Now I must have a look at the price of this, because one of the comments I usually get when I make a bike review video is that it's alright for you, Mel, you get sent the bike for free. Well yeah, that is true. Bike companies do send me their products for free, but then think about it. If someone was to offer you a free electric e-bike, would you say no? Would you turn them down? Of course you wouldn't. Nor am I, because I am absolutely addicted to these things. So addicted, in fact, I'm actually thinking about starting up a YouTube channel dedicated to electric e-bikes. Actually, that doesn't make sense because they're all electric, aren't they? Wouldn't be an e-bike otherwise. Yeah, I'm going to have to work on that. Look at the saddle. It looks like it's made of leather. Probably not, it's probably fake leather, but God, it looks really soft and comfy. Can't wait to have a go on this. And also on the saddle stem, it's got height markers. So if you share your e-bike with someone, you can make a note of what height you need the saddle, and you won't have to mess about guessing the adjustment. I like that. I've never seen that before either. Oh yeah, that's something else. All my other e-bikes, the stem is scratched because it's metal on metal. With this, we've got a protector look. I just nearly threw it away. Stops the stem getting scratched by the shoe. Yes, solid. You know what? This could be my new favourite go to the shops e-bike. Love the colour as well. When they asked me what colour I wanted, I said to them, surprise me. Well, they've certainly done that. For a moment there, I thought there was a bit missing. I thought, how's the handlebars gonna... I thought, there's something missing here. Then I noticed this other box. Hopefully there's a stem in here. My heart sunk just now because I thought there's actually a part missing of the bike. Oh, here we go. Aha. Right, well that's a first. Usually these come pre-assembled. I'm guessing that bit goes on there. Oh, it's gone dead there. Yeah, it's got the... Oh, I like that. That looks super safe, that does. Right, let's get it assembled. Well, this had me stumped for a little while. There's no way that this is going to fit on top of there. And in the instructions, it simply says stand up lock in the steering column. The instructions aren't that good. So what we need to do, I've just figured it out. This is actually just a cover. You need to remove this. I think, I'm only guessing, correct me if I'm wrong, and then that fits on top of there like that. I'll tell you what, that looks a bit bent to me. So maybe it goes, I don't know, maybe it goes like that, but then it's wonky that way. That can't be right, can it? But then, hang on. So the forks are dead straight, like that. That's dead straight that way. Do those up a little bit. I'll get a longer Allen key and really tighten them up later on. Right, that's that mystery solved. Does that look straight now? Yeah, looks straight, doesn't it?
So
right,
here's my take on electric bikes.
Right.
When I first started touring, probably sort of 10, 12 years ago in Europe, I'd have a look over my shoulder and I'd see someone catching me up, and being a cyclist and a bit of an idiot, I'm a bit competitive. I'm like, yeah, how are they doing that? Then I realised they were on electric bikes. I'm like, ah, you lazy git. Then I saw in the Malawi Pass a 93-year-old woman, 93, and she was to go over the Malawi Pass, and she was on an electric bike.
What's the Malawi Pass?
Oh, it's a big old pass in Tyrol. You know, a fair bit of climbing for your bike. You know,
right.
a real
mountain range.
Yeah, a real leg breaker. And I'm like, and then I got it, and she explained to me. She says, without my electric bike, I obviously wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
And she says, but I don't just push a button and it takes me over the mountain. The effort I put in, it matches my effort.
Yeah.
So I'm still exercising in a way that I wouldn't have been able to before. And then I thought, yeah, that's very cool. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. Electric bikes, they're, with all the environmental issues as well that are going on in the world. I mean, I'm not going to go all Greta Thunberg on you, but it's a great way of getting around.
Yeah, yeah.
When you're senior years like me with a dodgy knee, these things were a godsend.
Well, that's it. She said I wouldn't be doing what I was doing without assistance.
Yeah.
And I thought that was brilliant.
That's great, isn't it?
And Well, you know me, Mel. I'm a I could bang on about why cycling is good, but then you get a different look at things on a bicycle as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Definitely.
it's the perfect compromise, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at that. It's got style, isn't it? Kids today are so lucky. Can you imagine having this when you was like 13 or 14? Or 14, I think, is the legal age for e-bikes. Yeah. Imagine going to school every day on that.
Yeah. I bet some of them do as well.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I'll have to give out a little road test for you later, Mel.
Yeah, sure. Well, there you go, that's the bike pretty much assembled, all but the front wheel. Now, speaking about the front wheel, I've noticed that the front spindle isn't a quick release one like my other bike, the similar design to this, because I like to take the front wheel off, fold the handlebars down, slide it in underneath the bed in my camper van. So I'm a little bit disappointed it's not a quick release, but because it's a mag wheel, it has got proper bearings in this spindle, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to change this or not. Be interesting to see. I'll have to go to a specialist bicycle shop, I think, because I've never had a bike with mag wheels, and I don't know if you can actually change that spindle, but I guess we'll just have to learn to live with that. Right, let's get the front wheel on and check to see if these handlebars are straight. Now, because the Engwe Pro has got hydraulic brakes, there is a plastic tag between the pads. This is to ensure that the handles or the brake lever isn't pushed in by mistake, bringing those pads together, and if they do come together you won't be able to get the wheel in. So it's handy to keep this plastic tag somewhere safe, just in case you do want to take your front wheel off and transport your bike without the front wheel on it. So put that somewhere safe, don't lose it. Right, let's get this wheel on. That one, there we go. We'll do these nuts up once it's stood up right. Well, there you go. It looks extremely big up here on the table. Let's do these nuts up. Let's find out how heavy it is. Oh, there you go, it wasn't really that heavy. Don't know what the torque setting should be on these, but I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't really want to strip the thread. I wonder if the torque settings are in the instructions anywhere. If they are, I'll find them later on and I'll torque them up properly. For now, that will do. Let's do this top one up. Just get the handlebars. I need to go slightly like that. See what those brakes are like. The brakes are really nice. They would be, being hydraulic. Front suspension. Yeah, look, I am a good 13 stone and I can't bottom that out. It's adjustable. It's on its softest. If I lock it, yep, solid. Unlock it. That's some good suspension. Rear suspension. Yeah, again. Can't bottom it out. I mean, I'll tell you what, even though it's only a 20-inch wheel bike, it doesn't feel small. Thanks to the handlebars being quite high, and this seat is so comfortable. On my other one, it's down here somewhat. It actually feels like a bigger bike than it actually is. Blimey, I better tighten that up. Turn that knob now. I do like this. I like that riding position. I don't like being down like that. Yeah, it's definitely nice. Yeah, I mean, there's no way my knees are going to hit those handlebars. It's got keys. Let's find out where they go. So by the looks of it, the key goes up under here. Bit of a strange place to put a key, I've got to say. There you go, that's locked in place now. So is that on? Yes, it's actually switched on. Look at the display. I really like that. Even in this bright sunlight, I can see it. Jeez. Yeah. This may be a bit of a grey area because it's got a throttle. It may mean that it's not exactly legal here in the UK. We might have to disarm this, unplug it some way. I'm not a fan of those. Now this is interesting. It's got 8 gears to select from. Battery indicator as well. What's that? 69%? Yeah, that's enough. Right. Well, I guess there's only one thing left to do. Take it for a spin. Do like the seating position. I think this might be slightly illegal to use on UK roads. I'm going to have to look at the specifications of this before I take it out on the road. After all, I don't want to be going breaking any laws now, will I? So, yeah, I'm a little bit confused about this, so I'm going to jump in the van, have a look through the manual, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it is legal to use in the UK. Well, the great news is I've just been onto Engwe's website and there's actually a video on their website showing you how to disable the throttle. There's also a video showing you how to re-enable the throttle as well. And it's a really simple process. And the other good thing is you can actually change it from kilometers an hour to miles per hour. Now, talking about miles per hour, the Engwe Pro is actually restricted to 25 kilometers an hour, which is 15.5 miles an hour. However, there is also another video on their website that shows you how to de-restrict the Engwe Pro completely, and it can go up to 48 kilometers an hour. I don't recommend you do that, because if you was to do that, it would be completely illegal to use on the UK roads. But the good news is I can actually take this Engwe Pro out on the road and take it for a ride. But before I do that, I do need to disable the throttle. So let's grab some safety gear, deactivate that throttle and take the Engwe Pro for a little spin. I'm quite looking forward to this. Now, whilst I was online looking at the specifications for the Engwe Pro, I brought the bike inside the workshop, and because it's a bit dark in here, look what's happened. The lights come on automatically. And also, I've noticed, and I didn't notice this when I was outside, it's also got a backlight. Hang on, look, it's got these little lights each side. Wonder if it's got brake lights. It has. Look at this. It's got brake lights. I'm guessing the bit in the middle must be a reflector. Yeah, it is. It's a reflector. It gets better. Right. Let's get this back outside. Oh, first, let's turn off the throttle, shall we? Again, hold it down. Switch that throttle off, because we don't want to be breaking the law. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Put that on 1 just to prove that it's not working. Press that. There you go. The throttle is no longer working, which means we can now take it out on a test drive. Right. So now we have the throttle disabled. Let's see if we can try and change the settings from miles per hour to kilometers an hour. Let's see if I don't know if this camera will pick this up. It's quite bright out here. So what I've got to do is hold the plus and minus button down at the same time. There we go. And then we go down to setup. See if I get this right. Press the middle one. Oh, there you go. Set unit. Here we are. Simple as that. Speed is now in miles per hour. Brilliant. Right. Let's go for a ride. We'll see exactly how fast this goes, whether or not it is within the restrictions of the UK law. The throttle is no longer working. and it is restricted to 15.5 miles an hour, so therefore we should be within the law. Let's put the gears down because I need the pedal now. Oh yeah, I've got to turn that on, haven't I? There we go. I've got it on setting 1. We'll start in setting 1 to begin with and see how we get on with that. It's so smooth to ride, even across all these bumps. That rear suspension does actually work. Yeah, in mode 1 you've got a pedal. Let's try it in mode 2. That's nice and controllable. Right, let's put the speed up a bit, I mean the power up to 5. I'm actually going to go out onto the main road, which is something I don't usually do when I take a bike for a test. I usually just go down that country lane, but there's a road down here that I actually want to check out because it's a potential new park up. So let's see how this handles out on the open road. Eight gears. The bike's doing all the work. I'm not really pedalling. I can just pedal slowly like this and the motor cuts in. So we want to do a little bit of work. So if I put it on number 3, I'm having to pedal now. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's put it back on 4. Yeah, that's better. Make some strange noises. Here comes the car. As far as I'm aware, this road's a dead end. I wanted to come down here for a while, so I want to see if it's possible to park my camper down here at night. It's rather nice. Oh, it's windy. It's very fresh. Oh yeah, look at this. I could easily park down here at night. It's literally a dead end. Some bumpy roads there. There's the motorway. This is a bit of a turning point here. This is a this road is very potholy, and that suspension is just soaking it up. I'm really surprised how comfortable this is. I'm not having to stand up off the saddle at all. Usually on a road like this, you would most definitely have to get up off the saddle. I'm quite impressed. I've got to say though, I don't think it's restricted to 15 miles an hour. Let's pull over up here, see if we can change them settings. Works so well. Oh, it's 20 miles an hour along here. So like I was saying, I don't think the speed limit was set. So let's have a look at this. It's set to 31 miles an hour. It's a little bit too high for you for the UK. So obviously it doesn't come out of the box set at that. Now the speed limit in the UK is 16 miles per hour, I do believe, off the top of my head. So click OK. There we go. See if I do this one-handed. There we go, there's the speed. Hear the motor kicking in. Let's try that again. See if we can try that again. What am I doing wrong? Set up speed limit 16 miles per hour. Well, that don't seem to work. Interesting. Let's give it one more go. Let's we can set the speed limit to 16 miles an hour, but it doesn't necessarily mean that is the speed limit. Well, it kind of dies, it doesn't cut out completely. It's a bit of a grey area, this, so just bear that in mind. The motor has got so much torque, I don't need to use the gears, I'm still in top gear. I do like it. So I'm now doing 14 miles an hour. There you go. Exactly 14 miles an hour. Well then, and that is just ghost pedalling. Maybe the speedometer does work then, because I'm not actually pedaling, I'm just moving my legs, pretending to pedal. If I actually start to pedal, there, it's working. Yeah, it's cutting out now. Yeah, it's not going crazy fast. Maybe it took a while for it to reboot and recalculate itself, because the speed limiter is definitely working now. So you are, I'm now at 14 miles an hour, and I have to really pedal to get it to go any faster. So the speed limiter is working. 14.6. Yeah, I have to work now. I've really got to work if I want to make it go any quicker than that. I'll have to stop here. So you are, the speed limiter does work, it just takes a little while to cut in, or to kick in I should say. But the great news is, when you pull away, it's still got plenty of torque. Let's turn the gears down a bit. I need to go back out on the main road now. Oh, this is going to be dicey. All in all, rather enjoyable. So there you go. What a fantastic piece of kit. And the price, well, I'm going to have to double check what the price is, because I'm really not sure if I saw that right. But according to their website, it was 1,300 quid. £1,300 for this bike. I think that's a bleeding bargain. But I'm just going to check when I get back in the van. Now I genuinely like this. The very fact that you can control that menu very simply on the side of the road. There's no secret codes. It's just a really nice menu that you can actually control on the side of the road. So if you were to go cycling on the road and you want to go and do a little bit of off-roading, you can quickly go into the menu, change it completely. You can activate the throttle, you can unlock the speed limiter really simply, and when you go back onto the road, you can then go back into the menu and change it again to make it completely UK legal, or compliant I should say. Yeah, I really like this. Right, let's just go and check them prices. Now before I do jump in the van and have a look at the prices on, to check that price for you, just take a look at the quality of this. It really is something else. Look at that, a proper shock absorber, a little bit of mud on it. It says there it's rated to £1,000. Maybe that's why it hasn't bottomed out, and not one point did them shock absorbers bottom out. I do think I need to put some oil on the chain though. The chain doesn't look like it's got any lubricant on it. Let's just check those gears. How many gears has it got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 gears. It's an 8-gear bike. And that rack. I want to go cycling. Right, let's take a look at the prices. I want to double check what it said on the website, because I can't believe it's 1,300 quid. Well, I was pretty close. They're not actually £1,300, they're £1,349. But here's the good news for you guys that are interested in one of these bikes. I actually managed to get a discount code off of Engwe, and I'll put that discount code down below in the description of this video for those of you that are interested in buying a fat tyre folding e-bike for your camper van. Check out their website, they've got loads of other bikes on there, and if they're as good as this one, can't fault them. Well, I hope you found this video mildly entertaining, slightly informative. If you did, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching, ta-ra for now.